Hello, my name is Kang Mai. My project is in the education and outreach track, and I want to raise awareness about an important issue: how the daily routine of plastic waste in the Mekong Delta, Vietnam, is creating a serious wave of harm. A river usually brings to mind calm water and beautiful scenery, but the Mekong is not just a pretty river. More than 70 million people in 6 countries depend on it for their livelihoods. It is a lifeline for daily life, yet it is also being treated like a dumping route for trash. To put it bluntly, the scale is staggering. Vietnam generates 1.8 million tons of plastic waste each year, about the weight of 300,000 adult elephants. And the amount kept rising as city expands and takeout culture become part of everyday life. So where does that plastic goes? Too often, not into recycling bins. In the Mekong River regions, about 90% of solid waste goes untreated. That includes more than 2.3 million tons of domestic waste and another 1.4 million tons of industrial waste left out in the open. From there, an estimate 0.28 to 0.73 million metric tons leak into the ocean each year. That flow is part of the much larger 11 million tons of plastic entering the ocean worldwide every year. And where does it start? In ordinary daily habits, in local markets, from street vendors, and in fishing activity across the Mekong Delta. Single-use plastic is everywhere. One household uses about 1 kilogram of plastic bags in a month, and 80% of those bags are thrown away after just one use. A plastic bag that holds an iced coffee for 30 seconds can stay in the river for 100 years. Then the rainy season arrives from May to October, and everything speeds up. Heavy rain sweeps the litter off the street, through rain drains, and straight into the river. Day by day, that adds up to around 9.1 tons of plastic entering the water. And as the water rises, the impact of our consumption becomes even more pronounced, which strongly signal the urgent need for collective action against plastic pollution. When that plastic reaches the ocean, the damage does not stop at the shoreline. Marine animals become trapped in abandoned nets, fish take in microplastic, and many creatures mistake floating waste for food. And when people later consume seafood from those waters, that pollution basically comes back to us as well. But it is not only marine life that suffers. Entire habitats are affected when plastic drifts below the surface and blocks sunlight from plants. Mangroves are also damaged by plastic waste, and when mangroves disappear, we lose one of our natural protection against storms, flood, riverbank erosion. And from there, the impact reaches local communities. Fishermen go out expecting a catch, but too often return with nets full of plastic instead of fish. Beaches become litters, food becomes less secure, and families who depend on clean water and healthy ecosystem begin to lose their livelihoods. This also creates wider economic burden. Fishing industry declines, local income suffers, and the loss can reach hundreds of millions of dollars. When mangroves are damaged, fish lose important breeding grounds, and that makes it even harder for nearby families to depend on the river and the sea for the future. The path itself is actually simple: from market to river to delta, and delta to ocean. But once plastic enters that journey, tides and river currents break it down into smaller and smaller pieces. Those microplastics do not stay in one place, which means the problem quickly spread beyond where it began. This is not only Vietnam's challenge. Neighboring countries such as Thailand, Indonesia, and the Philippines are facing similar problems too. Many of the rivers that contribute most to ocean plastic pollution are in Asia, and the Mekong is often counted among the major ones. So this is a local crisis, but it is also part of a much larger regional story. Still, the important question is this: can we turn it around? Yes, we can. Plastic waste is a human-made problem, which means it can also be reduced by human choice through awareness, better decision, stronger community effort, and proper waste management. That is exactly why what each of us does next matter. My public sharing goal is to post this on YouTube and share it on student platforms. Together, we can make a difference. And every plastic you could refuse still make a difference. So, what will you choose? Those were my reference and source. Thank you for watching, and let's work together to protect our oceans.